It is an education system under the Department of Education. Is K-12 really better than the previous curricula?
K-12 is really better than the previous curricula.
Kasi yung pagkaka-ano ko po sa dati, yung old education system offers abroad. Kaya more school or many schools now in the Philippines are slowly implementing this.
From the question, it is yes. In the field of educational curriculum, it is necessary talaga to upgrade or improve our curriculum from the old curriculum to the new one.
Sino pa may gusto mag-share ng idea? Or agree ba kayo sa mga sinabi ng mga classmates natin? Okay. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Okay, so we are going to discuss about the given topic by Ma'am Jorain, which is the K-12 curriculum, which is one of the contemporary curriculum models. So, K-12 curriculum can refer to the courses or subjects taught in school from grades kindergarten through 12. So, as it is used in the field of education, K-12 curriculum usually refers to the specific learning objectives and activities experienced by students in grades kindergarten to 12. So, one of the objective of K-12 program is it is an education system under the Department of Education that aims to enhance learners' basic skills, produce more competent citizens, and prepare graduates for lifelong learning and employment. So first question. So, is K-12 really better than the previous curricula?
Yes.
Yes, Moises. What's your answer?
K-12 is really better than the previous curricula. That is the question, right?
Yes.
So, based on my understanding, as I am a K-12 beneficiary and recipient of this program, way back in my senior high school, the betterment that I see of K-12 system is that, the better of this K-12 system than the previous curricula is that it aims to improve Filipinos student skills, diba? So that, like what you have said, in a different field like in mathematics, science, linguistics, to further exhibit competence in a global job market. With the new curriculum, the Department of Education promised to offer a higher quality education through strands. Kaya mayroon kahit mga strands na napili noong tayo senior high school. While on the previous curricula, the old concept of ang concept noon sa kanilang meron noon na curricula, ang concept nila is considered as merely as a syllabus or an outline of course of the study. Or in education, it means work field of study or the risk course of the student. Bakit ito tinawag na risk course? Kasi po, course means the curriculum and risk means refers to the experience and activities of the student. So it is considered as a risk, not a mastery of skills. This why K-12 curriculum is really better than the previous curriculum. Parang ganun po yung pagkakaintindi ko. Kaya sa K-12, mastery of skills siya, hindi siya risk of course. Ganun.
Thank you, Moises, for that very broad support for your answer. How about the others? Yes, Asenet, you can.
Please louder your voice.
So the question is K-12 very better than the previous curriculum. So for me, it's a yes, because unlike old system, the K-12 curriculum makes students more prepared in joining the workplace, and the new curriculum has the benefit that the students have a curiosity about workforce, and of course the students have our own choice. Then so the K to 12 program because it has a better quality of education. So by adding 2 years in senior high school, so through that, so we will master of having a competences and about our skills and specialize upper someday in education. So that's why for me that's why for me I guess.
Thank you, Asenet. How about the others?
Uh,
Yes, Porfirio.
number, um, number one question that
Yes.
this question that is K to 12 really better than the previous curriculum? So for me, yes, it is really better than this because we are one of the beneficiary of this curriculum. This adding 2 years. Uh, so this curriculum for the students to acquire skills so that after they graduated, even they don't go in college, so they can easily find or apply a job. So kahit na hindi tayo hindi na mag-course na college, so we can find a job for this curriculum. So this is better curriculum because we can acquire this and experience. So
Okay,
Jonas,
okay,
add lang
thank you,
ako.
Miss. Thank you, Mr. Porfirio. Okay, Ryan. Sige, you can. Go.
Oh, hello? Narinig ako?
Opo.
Okay. Kasi yung pagkaka-ano ko po sa sa dati, yung old education system offers a broad curriculum that does not include enough practical application. Yun yung dati. Pero ngayon, nag-i-enhance na sila ng lifelong learning and employment. So, unlike previous education system, yung K to 12 ngayon offers more opportunities for employment and pati na rin sa entrepreneurship. Kaya more school or many schools now in the Philippines are slowly implementing this K to 12. Yan lang.
Okay, thank you. That's right. Okay, sino pa?
Pwede ba? Ako.
Okay, John Marvin.
Um, so, the question, papakiulit lang ang question.
Okay, so the question is K to 12 better than the previous curricula?
From the question, form it is yes. As what we observe, go by, we already know na di ba? The society, the economy is changing. So, in the field of educational curriculum, it is necessary talaga to to upgrade or improve our curriculum from the old curriculum to the new one. So as a result, this is the K to 12 program, no? So for me, it is better talaga because this will help every Filipino student to become globally competitive, di ba? So it is better talaga. So para hindi tayo ma-left behind sa other countries. That is one of the purpose of the um, sudden improvement from the curriculum. And one of the result is the new curriculum, the K-12 program. So yeah, that's all.
Thank you, John Marvin. Okay. Sino pa may idea? Or agree ba kayo sa mga sinabi nila?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Balvin. Okay.
Additional po. So for me, the first question, I have an additional answer. So answer is yes. It is better new curriculum than the previous curriculum because from my own experience, I meet the standards for what student generation I need to face. So it means it really develops my strength as students and it develops skills and knowledge within demands to the society. So I agree to the answer of my classmates na we are globally competitive in there is a K-12 curriculum arrives to our school. It helps me how to face the challenge of being students within the school. And more on that, I really came uh, well equipped together to my other classmates and batchmates in K-12 curriculum. So I agree moreover in that answer of my classmates. That's
Thank you, Mr. Balvin. Okay. Sino pa may gusto mag-share ng idea? Or agree ba kayo sa mga sinabi ng mga classmates natin?
Yes.
Yes.
We agree.
May additional pa ba? Additional information?
None.
Okay, okay. Mark Linker, go.
So, for me, it's yes, because the new curriculum provide the teachers the freedom to spend more time on topics that students are interested in, where students gain lot of knowledge, enhance their skills about what standards or strand they kuha ba sa senior high school, with the flexibility to deeply explore on the connection between various disciplines. Yun lang. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Dimakiling. Anyone? Pahabol? Or let's proceed to the next question na. Anyone?
Let's proceed na.
Okay.
Let's proceed.
So, let's proceed to next question. So, the next question is during employment for our graduates. Anyone?
Pwede dyan.
Repeat the question.
Yes, Jumel.
Repeat
you
the
can.
question.
Go.
From my personal standpoint, K-12 offers a program in which undergo immersion. Inside this immersion, students are deployed to various departments where the strands are in line with. An example of this is general academic strand. Students who were deployed in Department of Education, they are, be, they are being trained with how teacher handles the whole class. This is ensure that K-12 graduates are capable of being innovative and to do their jobs. Stop some of departments required college graduates cannot rely. Ensure graduates can have their job as early as can get their diplomas. Yun lang, Jones. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay. How will K-12 assess in ensuring employment for our graduates? Anyone else? Paano masisiguro ng K-12 na magkakaroon ng employment for the graduates of K-12?
Try po.
Can I
Yes.
answer that question?
Yes. Ako.
How about Peter? So let's give chance to other. Peter. Okay.
Okay. They can give those. They can give work to those graduates in K to 12 because some K-12 programs are future ready, yung mga program na may TESDA kagaya ng TVL Industrial Art, HE and Agri-Fishery. Sa ganyang strand, kumukuha sila ng in situ. So, mabibigyan ng trabaho, kasi may knowledge and skill na yung mga student pagdating dyan. Yan, Jonas.
Okay, thank you, Peter. How about the others? Sino may idea? Anyone?
Can I add, Jonas?
Okay, sige, John Marvin.
Um, so from the answer of Peter, no, I agree with his answer. Aside from preparing the students with the skills and knowledge, um, K-12 program will ensure future employment for the graduates, no, because um, as what I experience, I am a TVL student who undergo with a training in TESDA, and they give us some certificate or NC2 for our accomplishment sa training. So this certificate will prove uh, will prove that you are skillful enough and knowledgeable enough for application or for employment, no. So not only NC2 but also the COC, ano ba yun ng COC, yung certificate of competency, and also one of the as a graduates, one of the requirements for employment, yung diploma din. So this will ensure na lahat ng mga students na nag-undergo ng K-12 ay makakatrabaho talaga in the future. So that's all.
Thank you, John Marvin. Agree ba lahat kay John Marvin?
Yes.
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 Okay.
Agree.
Any additional? Any additional? How about the others?
Yes, Jonas.
Okay, Steven, go.
The K-12 basic education curriculum will be sufficient to prepare students for work. The curriculum will enable students to acquire certificate of competencies or COCs and the national certification. This will be the accordance with the training regulation. This will allow graduates to have a middle level and will offer them better opportunities to be gainfully unemployed or become entrepreneurship or entrepreneurs.
Okay, thank you, Steven. Okay. Sino pa? Or let's proceed to the next question. Are we okay with the answers of John Marvin and Steven? Okay na ba sa tong answer?
Yes.
Agree ba lahat?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, let's proceed na. Let's proceed.
Yes.
Okay, so next question. Next question is, why is enhancing the quality of basic education in the Philippines is urgent and critical? Ulitin ko. Why is enhancing the quality of basic education in the Philippines is urgent and critical?
Try.
How about the others? Ah, chance others muna ulit. Lahat makapagsalita. How about the others?
I will try.
So, okay, Irish, go.
So, for me, enhancing the quality of basic education is important in the Philippines because it means when we are educated people, better educated population in our country will boost or it will boost the economic growth, which means mas mabibigyan ng lalaki yung economy ng Philippines, which will give the people or the Filipinos space for more jobs which will help them or the Filipinos na ma-conquer yung poverty. Uh, Better education can give people knowledge, skills, confidence, competency, structure, and commitment. Ma-improve nila yung skills ng mga Pilipino. It will also help everyone na magkaintindihan tayo kahit na yung magiging kausap natin pag educated person ka, na halimbawa yung mga Pilipino, kahit yung kausap nila mga taga-ibang bansa, may magkakaintindihan pa rin sila.
Okay, thank you, Irish. Sino ba may answer? Who want to share their idea?
Yes, Jonas.
Yes, Peter again. Go.
We need to learn your question, Jonas.
Okay. I need to repeat my question.
Yes.
Okay. So, why is enhancing the quality of basic education in the Philippines is urgent and critical?
Yes, because most of our Filipino men are living in rural areas where walang mga paaralan, 'di ba? Meron nga yung mga teacher na nag-aakyat pa ng mga bundok para lang makapagturo. So, this is urgent and critical kasi maraming mga Pilipino ang hindi nakakapag-aral dahil sa malayo sila sa paaralan. Yan lang po. Thank you.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Peter. How about the others? Like, yes, Asinette?
We are talking about the competitive education system. The poor quality of basic education is reflected in the 100 achievement scores of Filipino students. So many us believe that in order for a person to achieve this success, he must have a good background education and of course the attitude of a survivor. So a great education begins with the desire to learn. That is why enhancing the quality of basic education is urgent and critical.
Okay, thank you, Asinette. Who else want to share
Gra-
their idea?
Try.
Okay, Moises again.
I am agree with the answers of my classmate also. So, bakit po sinabing urgent and critical in enhancing or ensuring enhancing the quality of basic education in the Philippines? Kasi in the studies and fact-finding commission have shown that the deteriorating quality of education to due to the low government budget for education in a poor quality teachers, poor management of schools, poor school facility such as laboratory and library, di ba? Poor learning environment, and the worst is the content of the curriculum. That is why we cannot meet the international standard of education and we cannot keep up to those development country and we cannot produce a global competitive worker, and that is why it is called an urgent and a critical in a way that it is pursue the limited resources of a human and the learning environment itself. Parang ganun po yung pagkaintindi ko dyan sa number 3. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Next,
Can I?
how about the others? Okay, John Marvin again.
5 minutes.
See, um, um, it is called, it is very critical talaga and urged to enhance our, ano yan? Curriculum, or our education system. Because as what we see as what we see in the situation in the Philippines, no, very poor naman talaga tayo, one of the poorest country. So, it is urgent, no, to generalize the answer of others. It is urgent to enhance because to better suit the needs of the society and the benefits of the students, no, because as we all know na students is the future of the country, so we must better improve their skills and knowledge para makapagsabayan tayo sa ibang bansa, no? That's all.
Thank you, thank you. So, parang you almost have the same idea with voices, right? So, thank you. Next.
Oh, okay. Any
In
answer?
addition for what Dean
Any
said,
answer for question number 3, which is why is enhancing the quality of basic education in the Philippines is urgent and critical? Anyone?
Akopiado Mr. De Gabriel, I
Okay.
want to recite.
Okay, akopiado. Go.
Um, because it will bring benefits to individuals and families. For instance, it an enhanced curriculum will decongest academic workload and graduates will possess competencies and skills relevant to job market. And another reason is graduates will be prepared for higher education. Graduates will be able to earn high wages and or better prepared to start their business. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, siguro wala na. So let's proceed to number 4 question. Okay, so number 4 question, what is the role of TM or the trainer's methodology in this K to 12 curriculum? Anyone in the house?
Diego,
Okay.
Jonas.
Okay, Pedrito, go.
Uh, so, me the role of the role of tech- uh, training methodology in this K-12 curriculum is to provide employment related courses and training programs which with goal of easing the transition from secondary school to workforce young trainees or student and supplying the labor market with qualified apprentice. In other words, so the role of training methodology in this K-12 is to help the students become more capable citizens and to prepare graduates for lifelong learning and employment. That's all.
Thank you, Mr. Rubiego. Sino pa? Anyone?
Magdaraog.
Okay, magdarao, go.
Ang trainer's methodology kasi is for preparation sa mga educators or trainers that help them become professional, skillful, and competitive. In relation to K-12 naman, they are the one who will formally facilitate the learnings for enhancing the skill or capabilities of the students. They are what we call teachers or trainers. Yun lang.
Thank you, Mr. Magdaraog. Additional information and additional answer? Okay, Mr. Balading, go.
For example, they are the one who can conduct trainings for them to develop professional and livelihood industrial skills as well, where it can use as their preference for future jobs. What's more emphasized now in K-12 more curriculum because in next education, especially in senior high school or more advanced education.
Mr. Balading, can you repeat it? Parang medyo choppy kasi. Sa akin lang ba yung choppy? Or sa iba rin?
Very choppy talaga to.
Okay. Mr.
Choppy,
Balading, can
choppy,
you
Mr. Balading.
repeat it? Or if not, you can also write it in the chat box.
Andalis.
Okay. Mr. Andalis Ricky, go.
Well, I think the role of Twinner's methodology in this K-12 curriculum is to train and improve learners' understanding and skill because it is more focused on techno-vocational livelihood. Aside from that, Trina's methodology also provides teachers with instructional materials that are prepared and focused on ideas which is related to work activity for the K to 12 students. That's all.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Andales. So, due to the unstable connection or medyo choppy yung sagot ni Mr. Anthony Balading, babasahin ko na lang dito sa in-call messages. Okay, so yung sagot ni Mr. Balading with the question number 3, with the question number 4, what is the role of TM in this K-12 curriculum? So, his answer is they are the one who guide and conduct trainings for the students to develop vocational and industrial skills, livelihood, as well where it can be used as their preference for future jobs. It was more emphasized now in the K to 12 more than last curriculum cause trainers methodology connects to basic education, especially in senior high school onwards for more advanced training education. So that's the answer of Mr. Balading. Okay. Who else? Who else have an answer? Anyone?
Tigo po.
Okay, Ortigo, go.
The role of trainers methodology in K-12 curriculum system is aims to enhance learners' basic skills, produce more competent citizens, and prepare graduates for lifelong learning employment. By giving additional 2 years in high school, we will master the competencies and skills through specialized upper education, upper secondary education. With the new curriculum training methodology, facilitate clearly and successful, the Department of Education promised to offer higher quality education to the standards. Thank you po.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Ortego. Who else? Who wants to share the idea with the question, what is the role of the TM in this K-12 curriculum? Anyone? If wala, I would like to share my thoughts also about this question. So, my answer with this question number 4 is, for me, there is a big role or there is a vital rule that the trainer's methodology in this K to 12 curriculum, of course. So I can see that their rule here is on the process of delivering an enhanced basic education through the K to 12. Of course, so having this enhanced basic education, of course, the trainers also need to enhance or improve themselves on their way, their methods, their processes, kasi we all know that they impart a lot in education. They are very important in the education for us to be able to, or for the K to 12 curriculum to be able to ano may showcase nila or may achieve nila yung goal nila with the quality education. So that's my idea with this question. Anyone who can share? Okay, so here's the answer of Mr. Deliosario on number 4 question, which is what is the role of trainer's methodology in this K to 12 curriculum? So his answer is K to 12 curriculum at the helm of better education, employment, and career opportunities. I mean, wait, ulit. Naka-off mic ak. Okay, so here's the answer of Mr. Janjan Del Rosario for the number 4 question, which is what is the role of the trainer's methodology in this K to 12 curriculum? So, Mr. Janjan Del Rosario answer is K to 12 at the helm of better education, employment, and career opportunities for Philippine graduates. A trainer's methodology is significant to teachers. How and why? A trainer's methodology will be an assessment that will give the mentor an idea about prior learning that he might have gain. With the trainer's methodology, a teacher of a senior high school student will know that curriculum documents are reviewed and analyzed for training purposes. Current competencies of target group are determined and competencies required to be attained and compared with the current competencies of target group. Results of comparison are used to determine training requirements. Training requirements are validated with appropriate people. Attain are compared with current competencies of target group. Results of comparison are used to determine training requirements. Training requirements are validated with appropriate people. Instructional blueprint is developed. Training delivery moods. Okay, so may additional is are identified appropriate for the training. Training methods that pertain to the required competencies are addressed. Sequence of training activities are determined based on competency standards. Resources to support training are identified and session plan is finalized according to required format. So that's the answer of Mr. Janjan del Rosario. So here's the answer naman of Mr. Harry Inero. So the role of TM in this K-12 curriculum is the seek to conduct assessment that will give the mentor an idea about the prior learning that he might have gained. With the trainer's methodology, K-12 will be enough to prepare students for work. It will afford learning time for the students' master study areas and focus on their interests. So, as an additional, the main features of it is to become an employment-ready, community-related, and multilingual learners. That's it. Go. Go.
Question number 4. The role of trainer's methodology in K-12 curriculum. So for me, the trainer's methodology has a broader rules in terms of skill competency in global job market. K-12 has system aims to improve Filipino student in mathematical, scientific, and linguistic competencies with new curriculum. NIPID promise to offer higher quality education through tracks. Each track will give students enough to time master and field and enhance their skills. Ito na
Thank you, Mr. Carias.